women who are doing the caretaking of so many families in this country. What are the other ways to raise the visibility and not just help with wages and healthcare, but also just acknowledge how important this work is to families, but also to society functioning?
I mean, I think we should have Caregiver Appreciation Day every day, but I think there are many ways to honor the caregivers and the women who support us in our lives. First, just recognizing the work every opportunity we get. We always start our meetings by just giving a shout out, sending some love to the women whose work powers everything else in our economy. And I think just recognizing that this is real work. This is not, we still refer to care work as help, right? And until we recognize that this is a profession like any other, and really value it as such, I think it's always going to be a struggle. So each of us can play a role, I think, in treating this workforce as the professionals they are, and the incredibly important part of the caregiving solutions all of our families need for the future.
I think just in conversations that women have when they talk about work-life balance and how they do it all, they should also discuss not just the outward-facing, but the inward-facing, and acknowledge what goes on behind the scenes to allow them to work. And
because there can be that look of like a woman's doing it all, whether she's
exactly.
in elected government or whether she's a professional, but there is an army of people potentially behind the scenes helping them, whether they're family or whether they are paid workers.
That's right. I mean, that army component we need to shine a light on that. Influencers on Instagram and social media, with millions and some followers posting pictures of their children and whatnot. I mean, they should also be showing the workers, the help that they have behind the scenes.
We call it the care squad.
Yeah.
We're really recognizing your care squad every chance you get.
Sounds like a good
And
hashtag.
I think we should do it together because men should do it as well. I think it's the expectation for women to highlight the person who's taking care of their children or helping take care of their parents and all of this. But men need to recognize all the things that help the women in their lives be successful and expose it more, because that's how we're going to shed light on it. It's easy for it to be a women's issue. We need to make this a people's issue.
Yeah. And to that point, this is a great example about how gender inequality actually does a disservice to men as well, because 40% of all working family caregivers for the elderly in this country are men. And the fact that we've so devalued and made invisible caregivers is actually making all of those, and associated caregiving with women makes all of those men invisible, right? So this is caregiving. Our care squad in this country is men, women, workers, family members, neighbors. It's all of us, and we have to value it differently for the 21st century.